All right. Good morning, everybody. Getting kind of a late start today. I overslept. It's a dark, dreary day, and I took some allergy medicine last night, and man, it really kicked in. So, anyway, we're getting a late start, but we got the camera rolling. We got a kitty cat going here. I don't know how long she'll stay. She wants to get out before the rain kind of comes in again. But yeah, I think, oh, hey, she's taking an interest in this. She sees herself in the playback. Who is that cat, huh? Who is that cat? Oh, she might last the whole recording here. Who knows? But anyway, hey, this is Ralph with another topic here for this morning's stream. Oh, now she's ready to go. Hey, okay, bye-bye. Thanks for dropping by. But the topic for the day, besides cats that want to go outside, is a little bit of wisdom gained from Napoleon Hill. Don't stop 3 feet from gold. And I've really experienced the power of this idea in my own life, and I've kind of had my own experiences of stopping 3 feet from gold as an entrepreneur. And so this is a lesson that we can all learn from because the tendency in people, whether we be entrepreneurs or not, is that we want success, but when we don't see success coming right away, we tend to want to throw in the towel and give up. And Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, tells the story of two gold miners. They buy a piece of land. I think it's in Colorado, and they stake their claim. They've got their land. They buy the equipment that they need to mine the gold, and their first attempts at mining gold are radically successful. They find out that yeah, there is a vein of gold on their claim that is rich, and it seems to just go on and on and on. And they get in there, they start digging, they start hauling the gold out, and they think, man, we are going to be paying back our loans because they bought the equipment on credit. So yeah, they were kind of trying to calculate in their minds how much gold they would have to get until their equipment was paid off, and then they were into pure profit. And so they were happy. They were happy as heck, and they kept right on mining until something happened. The vein of gold that they were following, the deeper they got down, the vein just suddenly gave out. It just suddenly disappeared. They did not know why. They thought the vein was looking healthy right before it just disappeared. And they thought really that vein should still be there. There should be more gold left in the mine. And so they kept right on trying to dig, trying to find it, to no avail, no success. And so they decided, okay, we still owe money on this equipment that we bought. We don't owe that much. Why don't we just cut our losses at this point? Be happy for the gold that we found, and sell the mining equipment, sell the claim, and just go right on and try something else. Shiny object syndrome. And this one's not panning out anymore, so let's go on to the next shiny object. So that's what they did. These two miners, they decided, okay, we're going to sell the equipment to a scrap dealer, give him the claim, give him the property, and we'll just be free and clear of it. We'll use the money from the sale to pay off the last of our debts, and then we'll try something else, go into another business, debt free. And so that's what they did. Now, the guy that bought the equipment, he was a scrap dealer, but he was also a pretty good entrepreneur. And he looked at the mine, and he agreed with what the previous two miners had thought. He thought, yeah, they had so much gold in this mine, and then it suddenly stops. That doesn't sound right. There should be more gold in here somewhere. So what the scrap dealer does that the previous two owners didn't think of doing, he goes ahead, he hires a geologist to come in and look at the mining setup and to tell him, what he thinks. And the geologist comes in, and the geologist knows the geological history of that area. And he looks at where they were mining the gold. He goes to the point where the gold just suddenly stops. And he says, you know what's happened here? There's been earthquakes over the millennia. And what probably has happened is that there's been a settling of the geological plates. And as a result of this settling and an earthquake, the vein shifted. And he said, if you just go ahead and dig down another 3 feet, just below where the previous vein stopped, you should pick up on that original rich vein of gold again. And so the scrap dealer, rather than just scrapping out the equipment, he does what the geologist suggested. He digs down another 3 foot and he finds that original vein of gold, just as rich as ever. And he keeps on mining, and man, he is into pure profit because they gave him the claim. They sold him the equipment at a fairly reasonable cost. And I mean, as a result, he gets the all the gold that the other guys walked away from. As a result, they found the vein, and then they gave up and walked away. And so the third miner really profits from the hard work that the other miners originally put in. And so that's the thought that Napoleon Hill leaves you with: is do not stop from just 3 feet from gold. Because a lot of times when we first start something, it is not radically successful in the beginning. And even if we are radically successful in the beginning, that success does not always keep up. There are slack times in every business. Heard another story from a female entrepreneur, Tanya Eliza, says her first efforts in online marketing, I think it was network marketing that she was doing, she thought she was being very successful because people were joining her right away. And she thought, man, this is going to be great. I'm going to be getting into profit very fast. I'm going to become wealthy very quickly. And this gig is going pretty great. But what she didn't consider is that a lot of the people that were joining her business, they were joining it because it wasn't that expensive to get into. They kind of liked her, but they didn't really want to work the business. So what she had were a lot of people joining in the beginning that really didn't do anything in the business. And in network marketing, if you bring in partners that will join you but then do nothing, you're not going to make any money off of them. So she had to go back to the chalkboard, as it were, and just figure out, okay, how do I motivate people? How do I find people that are willing to work? How do I do a better job networking? And a few years later, she figured it out and she started doing pretty good in affiliate marketing and network marketing and online marketing. And now she's one of the top entrepreneurs in the field. But I mean, she first thought she had radical success. Then she hit a dry spell and she could have just given up, but she didn't. She stuck it out for a couple of years, learned how to do the business better, and then became successful. In my own experience, I have had trouble growing YouTube channels. I've had trouble growing my TikTok channel. And I have had some YouTube channels that I just walked away from. I stopped 3 foot from gold because I was making content. I wasn't getting the views. I wasn't getting the interaction. And I had this one metaphysical channel that I built up from scratch. And I had maybe 100 subscribers on it. My videos were getting widely ignored. And, I just got sick and tired of it after putting in a couple of months of work on it. I figured, what's the point? I've got this other thing I can be doing instead of just building up this YouTube channel. So I quit. I walked away from that channel, went on to the next shiny object. and then didn't give it another thought. Lo and behold, about 2 years later, I got a notification from YouTube about my channel growth saying, congratulations, you've broke 1,000 followers and you're getting views there. I had this one video that I'd made. It was one of my last videos. And for some reason, that video started to go viral. And I mean, I walked away from that channel when it had maybe about 100 subscribers. And when I checked back with it a couple of years later, after doing nothing with it, I had over 1,000 followers. And it's still doing pretty good today. Imagine the growth on that thing if I had been adding daily or weekly content to that channel, or even monthly content to that channel. Probably would have grown a lot faster, gone a lot, a lot smoother. But yeah, don't stop from just 3 feet from gold, because when you think you're beaten, sometimes you're not. But if you think you're beaten, then really you are. But if you throw in the towel, if you give up, then you really are beaten. But if you think that you can just give it another day, give it some more effort, learn from your mistakes, learn from your successes and your failures as well, then, you can set things up where you can turn things around. And things can turn around very, very unexpectedly. I woke up this morning. What really inspired me to make this talk about this topic today is that I woke up this morning, decided I wanted to check my TikTok channel, and I've been putting a lot of work in on short form videos on TikTok and sharing them out elsewhere. And I thought I wanted to check and see what my progress on TikTok is. And my engagement rate just overnight, it seems, on some of my videos doubled. And I got some really neat comments from people that are in my industry, people who are in one particular business opportunity that I am in, as well as just total strangers. But this one person who is a big mover and shaker in our industry, let's say, made a very nice comment on 2 of my TikTok videos, and she's following me. And man, it's just like I went from feeling like I was being kind of ignored to just being highly praised by some fairly influential type of folks, and to see my engagement rate going up, and thought, wow, this kind of reward is really worth waiting for. Because, yeah, most of us do not see success instantly. And sadly, in online marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, that's what draws people into the industry, is that they are led to believe you can become an instant success. Hey, I made 6 figures in my first year in network marketing, and now I'm a millionaire. Now I'm a 7-figure earner, and in 14 days you can do it too. And it's like, no. Rarely does it work that way. People that become wealthy and successful in online marketing become wealthy and successful because they give it longer than just 14 days. They give it longer than just 30 days. They give it longer than just 60 and 90 days. They're willing to get into the business with at least a 1-year plan, preferably a 5-year plan. And they're willing to give it the time it's going to take to grow their business and make it successful. And in any major business, you have to, absolutely have to, be willing to give it a few years to learn the business, learn how to do it right, start doing it right, and then start doing it better. And then things will start to happen. But you have to give it time. You have to learn the craft. You've got to really start doing the craft on a regular basis. And if you keep persisting, you keep trying, you keep learning. And again, not just learning from your successes, but learning from your failures as well. But keep learning, keep growing, keep doing, things can begin to happen. But rarely, if ever, do things happen overnight. My overnight success that I'm kind of bragging about right now on TikTok, that came as a result of 4 months of work. 4 months of getting up in the morning, thinking, okay, what can I make a video about today? And then finally hitting on what for me is my secret formula. Turn on the camera, grab a cat, start making a video, and then the cat gets tired, runs away, and cat lovers like it. Talk about topics that home business people might be inspired by, might want to learn a little bit more about, and then give value. Home business people like that. So, got two groups of people that I'm really kind of targeting. Cat lovers, home based business people, folks wanting to earn more money from home, and ideally cat lovers that want to build a home-based business. That's kind of a pretty neat niche right there, and it's one that I definitely resonate with. And you've got to take the time to really find your vibe and then give that vibe enough time to attract your tribe. And it really is a very simple process. But again, most people give up because, yeah, they're out there, they're doing their vibe, they're doing their thing. And sometimes, your vibe doesn't attract your tribe overnight, but you will attract one or two haters. And if you listen to those haters, as some people do, then you want to give up. You want to throw in the towel. Oh, I'm putting all this work in to making these videos. I'm getting these people hating on me. I'm just going to give up, walk away, and go back to Walmart or Hamburger Hut or whatever, and get a regular job. And sometimes you do need a regular job to help pay the bills while you're building your home-based business. There's no shame in that. But when you quit your home-based business just so you can go and, get a regular dead-end job with really no growth potential, with no real future, that's not what I call building for your future. I'd rather work a regular job and then at the same time build my dream in my home-based business and be willing to give my home-based business the time that it needs to grow, give me the time that I need to learn, and then let things come together organically and naturally. But yeah, your vibe definitely attracts your tribe, but you got to give it time, and you got to keep on vibing, keep on making your content, putting it out there, whether it's video content or other forms of social media content. Keep on putting it out there. Pick a couple of things that you love to do, and just do it. For me, I love making short form videos. And although I have not been very active as of late on Facebook, I've been pretty active on YouTube and TikTok. And yeah, I've been building up an audience there. And I mean, man, it is just very encouraging, the growth that I'm seeing right now. But if I had walked away from all of this just 3 months ago, put in my initial 30 days and thought, okay, I gave it a month, nothing happened. Let's walk away from this and find the next shiny object. Never would have seen that kind of growth. Never would have seen that kind of promise. And I've been in home-based business in one form or another since 2011. Some of my businesses have grown quite rapidly and then kind of slacked off. Other businesses have grown slowly and then just, blossomed. And so, yeah, I know, there's a natural rhythm to business. You've got your ups, you've got your downs. And if you just stick it out when you're in one of those downswings, the upswing will naturally happen. But you have to keep on working, you have to keep on putting in the effort, and you have to keep on learning as you work. You don't stop working so you can learn. You keep learning while you work, and then things will begin to happen. But yeah, there are ups and downs in any life, ups and downs in any business. You either grow with it and succeed, or throw in the towel and quit and walk away just stopping from 3 foot, stopping 3 foot away from what could be major gold in your life. And I've done that myself too many times. And I've sworn to myself I will not do it again. Keep right on persisting until my business is bursting. And man, yeah, I'm very happy this morning after what I've seen on some of my metrics that I've been looking at on TikTok and YouTube. And man, just continuing to learn, continuing to do. And even on days when maybe I'm not feeling the best, maybe a little overly medicated and wake up late, I can still, better late than never, put out the content, get things going and learn, keep on learning. In home-based business, you don't, at least I don't think, you don't reach a point where you suddenly are a master and you don't have to learn anymore. In home-based business, you have to be a lifelong learner because things change. Social media sites change, the algorithms change, email marketing rules change, everything changes on a yearly basis, sometimes on a monthly and weekly basis, and you really have to keep up with it. So yeah, if you want to be a home-based business person, you really have to dedicate yourself to be a lifetime student, a lifetime learner, but a student and a learner that keeps right on working as you learn. Great pattern to follow is learn, implement, lather, rinse, repeat. Learn, implement, learn, implement, learn, implement, and just keep right on growing. So if you would like to learn a little bit about affiliate marketing, if you'd like to learn how to build your online business, I've got a link that's been scrolling down below. Go to that link, check it out. It's an academy that I love. I'm learning a lot with these people, getting a lot of encouragement from a lot of these people. And man, I am growing my business with this knowledge and just implementing and growing as best I can, and things are beginning to come together for me using a lot that I've learned from this academy. So if you'd like to check it out, go to my link, ralphshomebiz.com, and check it out. It's a neat academy, a lot of training, a lot of mastermind support, and they pay 80% commissions on each qualified sale. And those commissions are recurring commissions because you're selling memberships, subscriptions. So you get somebody in the academy that loves it like I do, you can be earning commissions month after month after month, not just one-time commissions, but recurring commissions. So it's a pretty neat thing. For all the details, just check out that link, ralphshomebiz.com. So until later, thanks for dropping by. We will catch you in future updates. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, don't stop just 3 feet from gold. Bye-bye.